Here he comes, Brian. Number 2, Marco Dubé. On the KTM, watch him rail the berm. Look at that. Oh, that guy is cooking. Let's quickly think back to last year. This track here separated the men from the boys, and especially this downhill. Detailed not only Dubé, but also Morgan's crash.
Well, they were by far in a league of their own here last year. Dubé, absolutely unbelievable on this downhill. That guy has some courage. Blair Morgan, though, was right there with him. He cartwheeled so hard on that downhill last year. I think maybe he'll be taking it a bit easier this year.
Talk to us about the Charles Bourset circuit, as they call it here. This is an unbelievable sand track with some great elevation. Talk to me why it's so rough.
Well, sand is so loose that the power of these back wheels really churn it up and cause big moguls, or whoop-de-doos, as they call them in motocross. So the whoops are going to be so fierce on this track by the last motos of the day. These guys are just going to get a workout and a half.
I love that kind of stuff. Quickly, let's get into the 125s. Mike Treadwell up in front. Is that a surprise to you?
Sort of. Josh Woods was the man. He's been struggling with injuries. Treadwell looked really fast, but a real surprise for me was Simon Homans. He's sitting second in the points. He looked like he was having a ball in practice, just whipping it sideways. So relaxed. When a rider comes to the race relaxed like that, that spells one thing to me, and that's results.
I like to hear that. 250s quickly. John Sebastian Waugh out front. What else is happening out there? 3 Canadians up front as well.
Well, yesterday, according to my watch, Waugh was a second and a half faster than anyone. Then we had a big group of guys, you know, right there, all around the same time. Rusty Holland, though, from California, looked really fast. Really impressed with him on this deep sand. A bunch of other guys in there. Dubé, of course. Morgan, Craig, Treadwell again. Gonzalez looks hot, believe it or not, out there in the sand. I mean, I can't wait.
Oh, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Round 8 of the 2001 Export A Extreme Sports Series. We are live. We're in it. 250 practice is going on. The 125 first moto is coming up. Hang in there. All right, after 2 rounds in the 125 East, Treadwell up front. Holmans, Mesley, Tuque, and how about Maximov rounding out the top 5? Moving into the 250s, Waugh, Morgan, and Lange, and Decker in 5th place. Okay, Brian, there's young Simon Homans on that Yamaha. The helmet came on. Detail it for us.
Well, he's got that 250F. You can see the track here in early morning practice. This is Sunday race day. Look how smooth this is from all the grading. It's super fast. There's not a whole lot of braking bumps here built up yet, so it's anyone's game, wide open, real fast. As the day progresses, though, you're going to get huge holes, braking bumps coming into the corners, and acceleration bumps coming out of the corners. Look at the sand. It's the same everywhere. No rocks. It's pretty much point and shoot. These guys are just going to be upshifting, keeping it fit. Now this downhill, unbelievable. It's like a double diamond ski hill. Already starting to form a few braking bumps down there into a fast berm. This track is awesome. No complaints here, Mark.
Here comes Simon, fresh off the track here at Tuque. He had the pencil cam, the helmet cam on today. Simon, give us an idea what it was like out there for you, buddy. It was a bit of a rough ride this morning. Thinking about yesterday, how the track was. How did they fare with the grooming?
Well, the track is pretty nice, you know, all flat, and traction is perfect. The berm are nice and stuff. I think it's gonna be a good weekend.
It's interesting the way that this four stroke handles the standing condition. I think you have a big advantage on that uphill, though, don't you?
Yeah, I think four stroke feels really good in the hill, especially because we get a lot of traction and stuff. So I think it's gonna be, you know, a race a little bit for me.
How's Josh feeling?
Josh is a little beat up from last 2 weekends. He's hurting pretty good, but he wants to get back into points. So, you know, today's going to be the factor for him to get back in those points. I mean, he's a few behind right now, but he's got to get ready for Loretta Lynn's on Monday. So tonight he flies out after this race right to Loretta Lynn's in Memphis, Tennessee, and then back into Tennessee for Loretta Lynn's. So.
Yeah, well, it was pretty disappointing after the first round. I went down, you know, first moto, landed on a guy, but I just wanted to come back, and I don't know if I can win the championship, but I want to win as many motos as I can, and I don't know, just get the YZ 125 up front and Pro Action Bonnie engines, you know, fast bike.
Yeah, you know, our team sent me the videos of every track so I can kind of watch them and see what I'm preparing for, and the video does nothing for this. This track, it's sandy. It's basically like Southwick. That's the same as the AMA National track, and that's rough and sandy, and it's brutal.
With Josh Woods getting the revs up on his KX 125, the first 125 moto is coming up. Okay, Brian, here we go. First 125 from Tuque. There's a good shot at number 12, Mike Treadwell. Our head referee from Quebec with the 32nd board up. He turns to 5. There's Big Ed Gardner out there having a look at this first 125 moto. The gate is down, Brian, coming to that first corner. Who's going to shot?
Well, it's a pretty safe start here, Tuque. There's lots of room to go wide. Great pencil cam.
Big carnage off the top, right? Man, I tell you what, they get a lot of speed coming out of that first corner. It's amazing how those guys swept wide.
Yeah, they must have locked bars. We got Simon Homans up front. We got Matt Maximoff. Huge surprise. Takes the lead here at the bottom of the big drop. Downhill.
Sorry, it looks like 335 Joel Serrance, a young Canadian in third place, so good start for him as well.
Yeah, definite rookie of the year so far, Mark. Serrance on that BTEC Yamaha, doing an incredible job, you know, first year pro. Maximoff, though, an unknown entity here, just railing in first place.
Once again, though, Brian, Maximoff is riding the Diablo Honda right now. It's paying its dividends already when he gets out in front early in a moto.
Yeah, but Simon Homans checks off, looks behind him, looks like he's still in control. Young Boo Green, amateur rider in the Pro-Am 125 class from the Maritimes.
He's got a bit of a problem there on the bottom of the down here. Then we have Mesley, Thompson, and it looks like a Lard going out ready for the big uphill. Now back to the downhill again. Hayden, he's got his hands full of Josh Woods coming in on the berm. Oh, Woods derails the berm and goes wide. Hayden maintains position.
Look at Woods on the gas, just stalking Hayden. Hayden doing a great job, though, not giving in to the pressure. He's keeping that KTM pin. Woods here is going to have to figure out some strategies. Hayden is not making it easy.
Nice inside line for Hayden, but then he drifted wide. Looks like Woods might have had the pass, but Hayden got on the gas quick.
Hayden giving it all he can, using body English to clear that big finish line tabletop, just lunging off the face to clear it.
And getting ready to come up the big hill. Woodsy got on the inside, got past Hayden. Here we are back with that battle. Thompson looks like Benoit Milot moved ahead of Mesley. Mesley's got a nice line on the inside, though. Looks like Milot goes wide. Oh, Mesley on the inside cuts him nice and takes that position away.
Yeah, great job from Machine Racing. Chuck Mesley gets by Diablo's Milot. Now he's got Justin Thompson in his sights. Thompson, incredible this year so far. That looked like he made the pass on Thompson, but Thompson gets him back.
Boy, I tell you what, young Justin Thompson on that Hully Gully Honda has been very impressive in this 125 East. An excellent rider. Look at this. Woods has got by Maximoff. He moves into second place.
Woods with those taped ribs. You can't forget that. He's hurt. Here's Switzerland's own Gerard Kerley running 5th. Great battle behind him there. Three-way between Thompson, Mesley, and Serrance coming up the big hill, Mark.
Yeah, it looks like Serrance might have fallen back a few places, but look at that four-stroke, that 250F going up the hill. He blows by Mesley. Looks like he's got Thompson's in his sights.
Those 250Fs, they don't have the horsepower of the 125, but what they do have is a long torque curve, a much broader torque band, and that's what you need on these big hills.
All right, on the downhill, looks like Kerley, the tall Thompson, head over heels, Brian. He got hit one of those big braking bumps. Serrance runs into him as well, and everybody gets by him.
Good to see Serrance up and running. There goes Derek Fisher over the berm. Slow-mo here, we see Thompson come down. You'll see a big bump collect his front wheel, pitches him sideways right over the bars. That's what you call a face plant. Poor Serrance, nowhere to go but down. Keeps that Yamaha running, though, which is important.
Look at this, back with Ryan Lockhart and Ryan Tuque battling it out after the crash. You know, Brian, you have to be so careful in this downhill. You've got to pick a smooth line because these braking bumps are starting to form.
Well, you see them. That's why they're on either side of the track, looking for a smooth road. Look at this. Fisher nudges Hayden wide. Tuque gets through. Treadwell gets by. Hayden drops 3 positions in one corner.
It's an, oh, look at that. Treadwell busts Justin Tuque on that left-hander. Right, this guy's going down all over the track.
Treadwell just disposes of Tuque there. Mesley gets by Kerley for 4th. That Swiss rider on the 250F. Good friends with Simon Homans. That's what brought him to Canada. Now we're going trackside with Alex and Ron Ashley.
Ron, Josh Wood is chasing Homans. You think he's got enough power here in this really sandy track?
I think Homans got a bit of an advantage with that 250F, especially on these big uphills. That bike can squat and use all of his power. With 125, can be breaking loose a little bit, and they have a little bit less horsepower. So, you know, Josh's 125 is real fast. You know, Pro Circuit did a good job in the motor, and we've done our best to tune it in. So I think Josh can get him.
Well, Mark, I've seen the dyno specs on those modified 125 to modified 250F. The 125's in at about 5 horse more. Like I said earlier, it's the torque band on that 250F. As Fisher now takes Milot.
Yeah, Fisher's going real hard on Milot. Does he have him on the outside? Back into the wood section. Sure he does. Great pass for him. And we're back with Maximoff and Mesley. Look at this. This is the battle for 3rd place. Diablo 606 Maximoff and Machines Mesley on the inside. Great line for him. Maximoff is able to hold him off.
You know what I love about Mesli, the way he comes into the corner is so fast. Sometimes he sacrifices his exit speed, he'll knife himself under, but he just charges into those corners. Great gap there between Homans and Woods, Mark.
No question about it. Back with Mesli and Maximoff. Let's see the line that Mesli takes. This could be a corner for me. Oh, he goes outside on Maximoff. Oh, you're talking about exit speed, Brian. That was a great corner for him.
Yeah, it was his entrance speed that made him that pass, though, in that sand. Awesome. Johnny Zalata here is very impressive on his home soil.
Yeah, that Diablo Honda rider's been all over the 125 East category, but it doesn't look like he's able to hold off number 21, Derek Fisher.
Well, Fisher was awesome here last year, awesome here again this year. Didn't get the start he wanted, had some bobbles, but got to hand it to Andy White and the Diablo boys. They put it together, just a stellar team.
They sure have. Back with Treadwell, looks like he's moving up on Allard. He gets by Malo. Boy, I tell you what, Mike Treadwell, again, not a great start, but the guy can battle back.
Well, he was a favorite coming in here, let's face it. He's older than these guys, he's stronger than most of these guys, and he's from Massachusetts, full sand state. This guy's a sand specialist.
Yeah, this is exactly the type of track that suits his style, no doubt about it. So it looks like he's going to be working up on Allard, back with Josh Woods on that two-wheel co-action Kawasaki in second place. Yes, Treadwell has gotten by Allard. That puts Treadwell into 6th. We'll see if Allard can pick up the pace. Back with number 24, Simon Owens flying. He's on his final approach last lap.
Holman's utterly dominating the first 125 here in Tuque. Great job for him, but look at Treadwell pushing that Suzuki. He's got his teammate beside him, Gonzalez.
As here comes Simon Owens to take the checkered flag for the first 125 Moto Pride. Unbelievable turn of events at the end there for Treadwell. Look at this, still pushing his bike over the hill, trying to get some points.
Wow, that is steep there. It just shows you the mettle of Treadwell and how desperate he is for any point possible for this 125 East Championship, dragging that Suzuki over the line.
Okay, Brian, with Treadwell in the background, let's look at the top 10, first 125 Moto. Simon Homans, of course, wins it, but how about Benoit Milot in 6th, Arnold in 8th, and Kevin Gregoire in 10th?
What a Herculean effort for Treadwell, makes it up past the checkered flag, back with a 125 wrap-up after this.
Simon, what a race. You had Joshua chasing you like all the way the entire race there. You all shot and you won this moto, like an incredible race.
Yeah, I had a pretty good start. I passed the 2 first right to the second corner, and I took the lead. And Joshua was right behind me. I thought he was going to catch me, but my 250F was awesome.
I felt all right at the beginning. You know, I got around some guys on the start and had a decent start. So avoided trouble was the main thing. I haven't been able to do that the last couple weeks. So, you know, I got through those first couple laps and then just tried to get by guys as fast as I could, and I got into second. And Homans was out front, had a little bit of a lead, and you know, I just couldn't narrow it down. Like before this moto, you were leading the championship. Unfortunately, you had like a mechanical failure in this first 125 in Letzig.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we had a lead going in, and what we didn't want happened. And now I just got to, we got to get the bike ready for second moto, and I just got to go out and win now. I got to go out and make up those points again to get back in the lead.
We saw you pushing your bike to the finish line. Was that part of your training, or it was just just to get some points for this moto?
Yeah, it was. I was in an effort to try to get some points and salvage something, because every point counts. You never know. I mean, the series will come down to the wire, I think, anyway, and every point counts. Unfortunately, I didn't get any points, but at least I got a better pick on the gate than a DNF would have been. So we'll see what happens.
Hey, look at this. Casey Johnson with a little pre-race gate inspection. 250 riders in staging. Second moto of the day coming up.
I feel very great on the track. You know, the track is very rough and sandy. The condition is pretty hot, and I think it's going to be good for me. You know, I'm in good shape, and my bike worked good on my Haldo KTM Michelin ProTech. It's awesome.
Okay, Brian, there you have it. Marco Dubé was quite fast on this track last year. Riders are on the line first, 250 Moto. Good shot of Treadwell, then Dubé. And the gate is down, Brian, coming to that first corner. Who's going to shot?
Looks like Dubé got a great jump coming into that high speed first corner, 4th gear around there.
Oh, Brian, some more carnage. Did you see that? Was that Dubé a white? No, there he is going up the hill. Looks like he had a great start, you're right.
Yes, that was the same spot. The 125's tangled there, a couple back markers. But Dubé, superior on the downhill last year, takes the lead over his teammate Smale. We got Walk, Craig, Decker, Hamlin.
Brian, I think Decker got the whole shot, but he got swallowed up on that big uphill by those 2 powerful 4-strokes, the KTMs.
That's correct, Mark. The 2 Hondas also got by Decker. Now Dubé out front. He whole shot both motos last weekend in Moncton and led. Here he is doing it again. Could this be be his patented late season charge?
Could be, but I tell you what, he loves this track. Great styling by that French rider, though. He really massages that big bike. I think he's starting to get used to it, Brian.
That's right, Mark. If there's any rider that a young guy wants to model himself after as far as style goes, it would have to be Tuque. You watch this guy on the motorcycle, just a joy to watch. Even when he makes a mistake, he looks poised and in control.
Brian, you see that? Sebastian Waugh had the inside line on that right-hander, and he snuck by Smale. He moves into second place. So right now we have Tuque first, Waugh second, Smale, Craig, Hamblin, Lange, and Decker.
Yes, Lange, a new face in the mix, passes his teammate. He's on the gas as we show Waugh coming down that big, gnarly downhill. Smale stalking, the pack funneling through. Craig doing a great job today.
Right, looks like Smale had a bit of a problem at the bottom of the downhill. Craig moved in, gained a little bit of ground on him. Let's see as they come through that left-hander. Smale with a nice line, but Craig on the inside. He gets great drive coming into that tabletop. Does he have him? Oh, Mike Craig with some great drive off of that jump, and he knifes it and makes the pass.
Oh, Smale bobbled way back there, looked over at Craig before the tabletop. I think he got a little nervous. Craig took full advantage.
Right, when Mike Craig gets on a charge, that guy can make a pass anywhere on the track. You saw how aggressive he was. He's not afraid to knife in anywhere at any time. Here we are back with Tuque. He's out in front. Sebastian Waugh in second. He takes the inside line. Craig as well goes outside. Smale, and there's that three-pack of Cowies.
Yeah, oh, and you see both Cowies, Lange and Hamblin, bobble a bit there. Lange just on the gas, swaps past Hamblin. Hamblin remains smooth. But look at Decker now. Just takes Hamblin around the outside through the tree section.
Right, that's a huge right-hand sweeper. A lot of speed off of that double. And you're right, looks like Decker got by Hamblin. So now it Lange, Decker, then Hamblin through that three-pack.
They're all vying for top Kawasaki position as Lange on the inside, Smale through the middle. Darcy makes a great pass on Smale, that gnarly downhill.
Right, both lines are working coming down that hill, inside and outside, but it's all about the approach into that corner. Look at this, Decker's making it up on Smale now.
He sure is. Look at Tuque, out-jumps Waugh by a good 30-40 feet there. He's so confident in that motorcycle and in his suspension. He's out-jumping everything on this track, just clearing the obstacles.
Think back to last week in the first 250 moto. These two guys went head-to-head for about 4 or 5 laps. Waugh on the uphill. This is 250 against 4-stroke. Look at this, John Sebastian Waugh with a great line, very smooth, makes the pass, takes the lead.
Yeah, Waugh executes a great pass. He set Marco up a little earlier. I don't know how he outpowered that 520 in that hill, but he's done it. Waugh is now our leader here in Tuque.
Right, there is something about that Blackfoot Honda, regardless of the terrain style and type, those guys have got it dialed in.
Here's Rusty Holland and Casey Johnson duking it out on the big uphill. Yamaha Suzuki, look at how rough it is there. It's all about line choice and throttle control.
Johnson had a nice line on the inside, but here we are back with Hamblin and Decker. Oh, Sean Hamblin knifes it on the inside and makes the pass on Decker. Boy, I tell you what, you want to talk about aggressive riding style, that's it right there, we saw it.
Well, Hamblin proving that his last weekend moto win was not a fluke. Comes in beautifully on the tabletop, inside of Decker. Decker on those braking bumps, hopping around. Hamblin just gets on the gas nice and early, makes a great pass.
Brian, the smooth lines are paying big dividends right now. Look at this, Hamlin's moving up on Smale, and he goes wide just like Mesley with a great pass. Oh, look at that, Smale just about swapped out. Hamblin makes it happen.
That was a smooth line all the way around the outside, like you mentioned. He's just on the gas, taking the inside, outside, looking for any advantage away from the bumps.
Tuque comfortably in second place, and we're back. Oh, look at this, Mike Craig was in third. He's down, he's got a problem. Brian, every single moto, Mike Craig, he's got issues.
Wow, just see Hamblin just rail around there. I don't know why Craig's taking his time getting up. He's like in third, he's in contention. He should be up on that motorcycle trying to get some points.
Right, same part of the track that Hamlin got Smale. Looks like Decker gets by him as well. He moves into fifth. Looks like nicely done here on the uphill. Let's go trackside with Alex.
Look, Sean Hamlin's been moving off the pack. It seems like he's got a lot of confidence from last week. Win in 250.
Yeah, last week was very, very, very good for him. I think his confidence went up so bad. And like he's fourth right now just behind Darcy. I hope we can get another podium for this moto again.
Brian Young, Luke Cowett doing a great job with Hamlin as we're back. Look at this, Decker's made it all up on Hamlin. Decker goes on the inside, Hamlin sweeps a little wide. Oh, Sean Hamlin left the door open. Craig Decker made the pass.
Decker gets back on Hamlin. What a duel between these two California riders. There's Mike Craig, his young son Christian holding his pit board. He's out of the race. That just looked like a little spill mark.
He He is out. That puts Darcy Lange comfortably in third place. Looks like he's all alone right now riding the track ride.
Great job for Darcy and that Richmond Gallon Kawasaki. There's Waugh, our leader. Tuque, you can see the gap there. Tuque not giving up, but I don't think he's going to have what it takes to close in on Waugh this late in the race.
Look at this. Blair Morgan now has made it up on Smale. Does he have him? Smale on the inside. Blair Morgan had the brake check coming into that corner though, right?
I think that's the writing's on the wall here for Smale. Morgan determined on the inside. Oh, sure enough, yeah, he's making the pass. Smale struggling here. Morgan out of nowhere though, gotta like that.
Yeah, Morgan had a terrible start, but he's battling way back. But it's amazing to watch this track ride. Roost, ruts, braking bumps, the whole gamut.
Oh, this place truly is awesome. As we get back to the battle between Casey Johnson and Rusty Hall, these two just trade positions lap in, lap out. You can virtually see this track getting rough for every lap. Holland comes down with the advantage. Johnson, you know, shoulder's still a bit tender, but I gotta like Russ Dog. Just persevering on Johnson.
Interesting the line, so you saw the way that Johnson was outside. Here's a good shot of Joey Sutherland. Oh, he's got a problem on the downhill.
Oh, he succumbs to the heat and the treacherous conditions. He's gonna have to strengthen up, but man, it takes a lot out of you falling down and getting back up.
Here we are back with that California pair. Holland again on the inside, but here's Johnson on the outside. Does he have the better line? Here's the approach into the corner. Holland gets it all wrong, but no, maintains position. I'll tell you what, that's a very interesting part of the track in line decision there, Brian.
Both riders drag racing, both swapping out of control. Rusty kind of lucky to hold on to the position. That could have went either way. Here they are again, down this downhill. Johnson now taking control.
Brian, if at first you don't succeed, you try and try again. Johnson takes that position. Back with our leader, number 20, Jean-Sébastien Waugh, lapping 104, Pedro Gonzalez, as he comes across the finish line to take the checkered flag. First 250 moto here from Tuque. This guy is on fire.
Flawless ride for Jean and that whole Blackfoot team. Great job for them. There's this red Tox Milo, pat on the back.
There's something about the latter half of this 2001 series. Marco Tuque, you're on a tear. Another whole shot. Good ride for you, buddy. You like this track? 4-stroke dialed in here?
Yeah, my 4-stroke Aldo KTM Protex suspension Michelin works awesome. I pulled a very good start, and you know, going up to the hill, I'm putting some great longer on everybody. And you know, the condition is so hot, and the track is rough, and that's kind of my style.
Man, conditions are hot out here. Tuque with that late season charge, an excellent finish in second. He's going to be tough next moto. Waugh takes the checkered flag, but how about Darcy Lange? Solid finish in third. He's on fire, guys.
Darcy, you've had some pretty consistent finishes. How do you attribute your conditioning to that?
No, I feel real good. I go back during the week and I train my butt off, and you know, I just can't say enough for Mike and Dave at Gallon and Richmond. They've been doing an awesome job, and you know, I just want to keep it up.
First 125 moto winner Simon Omans, pretty focused. Second moto coming up.
I like the tracks. For my first time here, I didn't get to ride it last year because I broke my femur, but I'm feeling pretty good this week, and I want to go 1-1.
All right, Brian, there he is. Number 9, Chuck Medley for the Machine Racing Team. Second 125 riders on the line. 30-second board to 5. Throttles are pinned. Focusing on the gate, it's down. Brian coming to that first corner. Who's going to shot?
Well, let's just hope it's a nice clean start. Holman's looks like he's got the jump. We've got Mike Island, Switzerland's Kerr Lee rounding out the top 3, all on 250F Yamaha.
How about this though, Brian? There's a 4th Yamaha up there. Derek Fisher on that YZ125 to round out the first 4 bikes Yamahas. What a great start for them.
Well, Fisher's holding up the 2-stroke honor here on his Bondi prepared YZ125 as we see Mike Island mounting a charge on Holman.
Island on the inside. Holmans goes through first, but did you see that? Derek Fisher on the inside. He gets past Carly, moves into 3rd place.
Yeah, how about Allard there in 5th, doing a great job. He's making a move on Kerr Lee.
Good shot of number 21, Derek Fisher. He's a fast rider, but that kid's got to get his senses around his bike and really get it nailed in.
Yeah, he has had clutch problems. He's hard on the clutches. He just keeps the throttle pinned so hard as we have a rider down.
Right, that's number 725. That's Clint Sheely. Looks like he's got a problem at the bottom of the downhill. We're back to Holmans. He's still in 1st place. Mike Island with a great line down the middle. Oh, he swaps it out. Oh, he gets a face full of sand, Brian.
Oh, poor Island. He's got to get up and running. Notice how he keeps that motorcycle running.
Oh, lucky break for Island. You know how hard it is to start those 4-strokes chance after they stall it out. Few riders get by Island. Let's have a look at that crash, Brian.
Well, Island comes screaming down, trying to pass for the lead. Gets a wheel wrong. Mike just bites in. Down he goes, but you'll notice how he hangs on for dear life right to the bitter end. He has to keep that 4-stroke engine running, because if he's got to kick it over, who knows how many positions he could lose.
You're right. Yeah, the race would be definitely over for him. But look at this. He's mounted the bike. He's back in the race. He's got Mesley right in front of him. But look at that. Maximov swung by him on the inside. Mesley's in 5th right now, Brian. And it looks like number 1, Josh Woods, is right behind all of them.
Wow, hats off to Island. I'm telling you, mountain in charge on Maximov after that big get-up, takes it away. Now we've got 2 machine racing riders in Chuck Mesley and Mike Island rounding out the top 5.
No question about it. An awesome ride for both those guys. Oh no, Ian Hayden's got a problem. There he is, the 83 bike. He's up, but looking pretty woozy, Brian.
Wow, he just dummied himself out there. Good thing he's got some help. You see all the way the teams pitch in. Gotta like that.
Here's Carly. It looks like he's got his hands full of Allard up the big hill. But you know what? That 4-stroke has got the advantage there, Brian.
Yeah, I would have to agree. But look, Allard does a great job. 2 French-speaking riders, one from Quebec, one from Switzerland, and Carly takes it back away.
And see that Mesley got by Island. Some amazing position changes here. Watch out for Woods, though. He's right behind Island.
These 2 guys are doing a great job of keeping Josh behind him. Josh, you know, he's got that number 1 plate, a rider that a lot of these guys are afraid of. But look at Fisher slowing.
It looks like Derek Fisher's definitely got a problem. Carly got by him on the uphill. Allard as well. There's something wrong with this bike, Brian. He's looking down at it.
Yeah, he keeps looking down. She's pooched. I don't think he's going to finish. That bike is done.
Back to the downhill. Allard has got the lead position, but look at that Mike Island on the inside. Oh, what a great ride for him. This guy, he picked it up off the turf, Brian. Is back in the race.
You got to admire Island for picking it up after a big crash like that. There's our leader, Holmans. He's skying it out on the tabletop. No worries for him right now, Mark.
Oh, Holmans is picking some great lines out in front. And here we are back with that battle. We've got Allard, Mesley, and Woods. Woods in the 3rd position place here as they come into that right-hander. Woods on the inside. Oh, he brushes Mesley wide with a great pass, Brian.
Oh, just bulldogs Chucky out of the desired line. They're both on the gas. Allard doing a great job on the Diablo Honda. But look at the line choices.
Yeah, did you see the way that Allard went way wide? Woods on the inside. I love that style over that double jump when Woods, he was throwing it sideways. That guy's on a tear, though. It looks like he's getting better.
Oh, yeah, great shot of Holmans again. This track, suitable for a Grand Prix. It's so wide open, high speed. The riders do love it, and the fans as well.
Look at this, Mike Treadwell, after that first 125 problem, looks like he's back in the mix. He gets by Allard on the uphill.
Oh, this track is so hard on clutches and on motors. They're sucking dirt, frying clutches. Treadwell just clutches his way past. Great close-up of Kenny Clark, the hammer they call him. He finished 12th in the first moto on that Bondi Engines Exonic Canada Yamaha.
Back to the downhill, Brian. Look at this Island on the inside. He's got Carly dialed in. But look at that. Carly knifed it into the inside, maintained his position, and then Woods gets by Island.
I can't believe Carly. He was like a rag doll there. I can't believe he held onto the motorcycle. Woods now the danger man. Head down, through the roost. He's going to pressure that fine young rider from Switzerland.
Island is making a great charge through here. Here we are. Look at this. Jason Thorne giving the wave to Carly and Woods. As Woods goes inside on the same place that he passed Mesley. Oh, no contest. Excellent line for him.
Oh, Carly went wide there. Woods not getting the wheel wrong. Now we have Machine Racing's Island. He's all over Carly.
Yeah, Brian, pair of 4-strokes. Carly goes high and wide. Island with the desirable line on the inside. He looked like he slipped up a little bit there. Carly's got some great drive coming out of that corner. Looks like he maintains position.
Carly just did not let Island intimidate him. He got the position right back. Hats off to Carly. There you see Jean-Louis Holman, Simon's father, using some hand signals there, telling him where second is.
Boy, that 4-stroke really masters that uphill. Look at this Mesley out of nowhere. He passed Island, and now he's working his way up on Carly.
Machine Racing teammates, Mesley on the Honda, Island on the Yamaha, both Bondi prepared engines, doing a great job here, running 3-4.
That's right, so Woods is now in 2nd place, and that puts, look at this, the 4-strokes up the uphill. They just blew by Mesley.
I'm sorry, they were actually running 4-5, but Carly's still in the mix. Mesley just darting everywhere to get by that Swiss rider, and does, Mark.
Sure he does. So Island goes inside. We've got, looks like a lap rider there. Looks like Benoit Milot got lapped.
gets pulled
Mesley
right
on
off.
the inside, sure he does. He got busted out on the wide side. So there we are back with Woods in second. Island is now in third place on the inside. Oh, he gets it all wrong on the inside, Brian.
Island actually mounting a charge on Josh Woods, falls down. Listen to him hitting the throttle on that 250F. He does not want that bike to stall. There he goes. We're going trackside with Alex.
Chris, Mike Treadwell is running in 5th place right now. He had a really bad start. You think he's got enough time like to catch up the front runners?
You know, he's running 5th. Simon's got a long lead in front of everybody. I mean, he's got this track dialed, and if it's his bike or the knowledge of the track, whatever, he's riding. I don't think anyone's going to catch him today.
Young Simon Holman's turning a lot of heads in the 125E so far, Brian. A great Canadian rider getting ready to take the checkered flag in the second 125 moto here from Tuque. That would be the clean sweep, Brian, on that Moto Illimité 250F.
2 for 2 today in the 125. That's 2 wins for Simon Holman's. Unbelievable work in 100-degree weather.
Yeah, I'm pretty good, proud and stuff, and I think I did it, and you know, I took some points for the championship, and I'm leading the championship now, so I'm pretty proud.
Wow, Simon Holman's dominating this Tuque stand. He goes 1-1. How about Mesley inheriting third from Island? But Island back on the bike finishes 5th. Treadwell battles back to 4th, and Derek Arnold rounds out the top 10.
I didn't feel like myself out there. I wanted to push harder and I just couldn't. It was disappointing for me.
How's the thumb feeling?
It's a little sore after the rough stuff like this, but that's no excuse. I've been riding with that forever, so what can I say?
Banging there. Good to see you on the podium, Chuck. Listen, we're going to move to Disco Stu. Stu, I'm interested in the setup. This track is it's different than a lot of tracks because of the sand and the nature of the uphills and the whoops. Talk to us about the setup.
Yeah, you're right. It's different in a sense that the sand, it kind of sucks a lot of horsepower. We want to do as much as we can, sticking with the stock motor to get the majority of that power to the ground. It involves a little bit of different suspension setup. The big bumps, you got to set it up a little bit stiffer. Definitely the rear tire makes a big difference. We use sort of a paddle tire design, and gearing is another really important thing. Gear up a little bit on the rear, and it helps get everything to the ground.
Blair Morgan, last-minute touch-ups on his Oakley goggles. Don't go anywhere. Second 250 coming up. Two-wheel Pro Action Kawasaki. Sean, absolutely dynamite last weekend in Moncton, pulling off a first place in that 250 moto. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you know, I actually got a top 10 start for once and on the 250 and passed a few guys and set my own pace. Set pretty good lap times going towards the end, but JSR was right on me towards the end. I mean, I got to hand it to him. He fell and came from a little ways behind, but I mean, I was so happy that, I mean, that just set off the year already, man.
Okay, race fans, don't forget about CMRCRacing.com for up-to-the-minute race results and live race audio. Second 250 moto here from Tuque. 30-second board to 5 as we move back to the line. Good shot of Blair Morgan. Marco Dubé focusing down on the gate, and it's down, Brian, coming to that first corner. Who's going to shot?
Dubé definitely gets the jump on his teammate and Blair Morgan. Looks like Michael Ray Craig rounds out with the hole shot up the big hill. But Sean Hamlin steals it away from Craig, takes first place, Mark.
Brian, there's a Suzuki rider in third place. Either Gonzalez or Johnson didn't get a number. Looked like Dubé was in the mix as they rounded that right-hander. On the downhill, Hamlin wide. It's Pedro Gonzalez in second place. Stingray Mike Craig on the inside. Who's going to get the jump into second? Oh, Craig nice it in and takes second place.
Oh, you can see Gonzalez take evasive action not to go down. Dubé with a strong fourth. Let's see if he can get rid of Pedro and work on Craig.
How about Sean Hamlin with a great start? Look at this, Gonzalez on the inside, but Dubé, some great drive over that double jump, moves into third.
You can really see how rough this track is getting. The riders a lot more cautious coming into these corners. New lines forming though, great line on the inside there.
Let's see Dubé moving up on Craig. Does Dubé go inside? No, he freight trains through. That sand is starting to get really tough. You're right, Brian, tough to get traction over those corners.
Like I was saying earlier in the day, look at Dubé, such a focused, strong rider. Never seems to get flustered out there. And out of all the riders, he can really run in close proximity. He doesn't get afraid when it's bar to bar. And that's what I really admire about Dubé also.
Well, it's nice to see him getting comfortable on that four-stroke because it's about time, you know. You get into the 8th or 9th race of the season, and there does he have Craig on the outside. No way, Mike Craig has had a problem with that right-hander in the loose stuff. Maintains the second place. Dubé right behind in a face full of room.
Oh, you can see Marco put his head down there, eat some sand. Alternate lines, though. You got to do that. Just skip hitting our cameraman, hitting him with some roost on the pipe in a big way on that All Those Shoes KTM.
Back to the downhill. Hamlin is wide. Craig on the inside. Does he have him? Oh, great pass for Mike Craig. That was the same place that he took Smale in the last race, and he had that inside line dialed in.
Craig just out-muscles Hamlin into first place. We're going to see it again. Comes flying down the inside. Looks like Hamlin's got a nice advantage there. Leaves the door open, though. Craig takes some punishment, swapping side to side. Again, just out-muscles that young California rider.
Very aggressive move, though, Brian. It looked like Hamlin's line got a little rough down at the back end. But look at this. Sean Hamlin is not giving up. He's in second place as they come into that right-hander. Craig on the inside. Hamlin goes wide. Oh, he swaps it out into the loose stuff. It looks like he hit the back tire there. Brian, let's see that one again.
Hamlin wants to lead back real bad. Ends up in Mike Craig's rear wheel. Goes down. Eats some soil there. Right on his head.
I don't think that Craig touched him, though. I think that Hamlin just got caught up in that loose stuff and just lost his footing.
Craig may have seen him in his peripheral vision there, doing what any rider would do, taking the line away. Now we have a great battle between Juan Tuque. These two went at it hard in the first moto.
Okay, that puts Lange in third with Morgan in second. Craig's out in front. And here we have Tuque coming up. Brian, he's got a problem, right? He's pointing down. It looks like maybe the brake pedal.
Yeah, it's a common problem on that side of the motorcycle. The brake pedal gets jammed. It definitely is. His mechanic, JP, put all those shoes to work. Hoofing that brake pedal clear. Look at Tuque, seems satisfied. He's on the gas.
He's back in the race. There we have our leader, number 99, Mike Craig. Okay, back to another battle. Look at this. Again, Holland and Johnson on the big uphill with Hamlin, who has remounted right behind them.
Wow, Hamlin back in the mix. But I love to see this. Rusty and Johnson going at it again, moto to moto. But look at Hamlin right through the middle of them.
Hamlin blows by Holland, moves into 8th. Johnson on the outside line of choice. Very smooth through that corner, Brian.
Johnson showing fleeting moments of brilliance out here. That line, incredible find for Johnson. He's been plagued with injuries all season, but man, what a rider.
Here we are back with the battle for the lead. Looks like Morgan has made up a lot of time on Mike Craig as they hit that double section back into the sweeper. Great acceleration through there for Craig, though. Oh, look at this. Tuque's got a problem.
Oh, he throws it down. We'll see if he's rebent that brake pedal. It looks like he fell on the right. He's back on the gas. He's going to have to take it a bit easy, sort out his controls. But look at Morgan here on the inside of Craig. Uses that inside line, a little obscure, on the gas, showing that he wants to lead bad here, Mark.
Right, he took that inside line, but had a little problem through the exit. Craig was able to maintain the lead. Look at this. Morgan is pressuring, though, but look at this. He's not taking the same lines. He's all over the map.
He's preferred the inside. Here he goes again, using those tight arena cross style lines. Really using that Blackfoot Honda's power. These guys aren't teammates. Equally prepared machinery. Should turn into a great battle.
The double on the sweeper into that right-hander. Looks like Craig on the inside. Morgan went on the outside. Oh, Craig's got a problem again. Same spot from last moto. And Morgan makes the pass and moves into first place.
Mike Craig is going to have to learn whatever line Blair Morgan's using there. He's bobbled several times in that section. He's holding on to second, though. Not too bad at all.
Tuque back in the moto. He's in 9th. Oh, skied it over up on that step up again, Brian.
He just pounds on his suspension. You can see his forks bottom hard on the landing. That puts him into 8th place after that unscheduled pit stop and a crash. Great job for KTM's Tuque.
Richmond Gallon's Darcy Lange, the Wonder Boy, in 3rd place. Looks like he's made up some ground on number 99 Mike Craig as he styles over that tabletop finish line.
Darcy in a podium position, backing up that first moto. Really good for him. Yeah, he swaps wide on that berth, keeps the hammer down, keeps his head down. Look at Hamlin. He's out of the race.
Yeah, the helmet is off. Mike nowhere to be found. We'll be looking for a report. Back to Lange, who is all over Mike Craig on the uphills to get ready to go back on the downhill on the outside. Darcy Lange makes the pass, moves into 2nd.
Great work for Darcy. Just blows past Craig late stages of the race. Could be conditioning. We're going to go trackside with Alex.
Blair Morgan got into the rhythm for the second 250 and things started going really well.
Yeah, we were a little unhappy with that first moto. He kind of took it easy first few laps. We told him he got a charge right from the start. It's paying off.
Now he's got the fast lap time right now.
Yeah, he's really consistent. Last time he went faster the last 2 laps, and we want him to go faster at the beginning.
Blair Morgan and Tuque, a great combination. Look at this, Mike Craig now looks like he's falling back a little bit. Jean-Sébastien Roy on the outside. Look at this, Craig's giving him the wave by. There's a problem there, Brian.
I would have to say Craig, knowing he's out of the points contention and the season winding down, he's helping his teammate get those valuable points, third over fourth. That's what I read there, Mark.
Yeah, very much so, because Darcy Lange has moved into second, Kawasaki ahead of Honda. Very good call, Brian. There's our leader, number 7, Blair Morgan out in front. Number 4, Darcy Lange in second place as he's passing number 40, Jean-Yves Allard.
Yeah, he's actually lapping Allard there, but Morgan, can't say enough about him. He didn't get a great start. He's leading this race. There's Holland and Treadwell duking it out.
Treadwell moves into 7th with that pass on Holland, but Holland's not giving up. That's a tough part of the track, Brian.
Holland on the outside. We'll see when they get up over this jump who has the advantage. Holland jumps a little further. Treadwell gets the power down early. This race is winding down. Both these riders look a little tired.
Well, Treadwell has to be tired after that 125 episode, pulling his bike over the finish line. Here's number 20, Jean-Sébastien Roy in 3rd place. Looks like he's all alone riding the track.
Yeah, just trying to keep upright, count the points as he flies through the air. You can really see how it's getting rougher. Here's our flag man signifying the last lap for Morgan.
Okay, oh, look at this, Brian. A problem in the uphill for Craig Decker. Sandy section, no drive. What's going on there?
Decker totally out of sorts. You can see what happens when you get offline on this track. He's cruising in 10th. Blair Morgan, beauty, no footer coming in for the checkers.
Blair Morgan on his final approach. Last lap, there he is, arm in the air. The horn is going for Blair Morgan as he takes the checker flag. Second 250 moto. That Blackfoot Honda rider had a great day, Brian.
If anyone worked for it here today, it was Blair Morgan. Great job on that number 7 Honda.
That was supposed to start, and I just wanted to get past people really fast. I see JSR was right beside me down the hill, so I knew he was up in the top rider, so you know, you just get, like happened to me the first moto, I got stuck behind guys, just fall into their pace, and you know, you just don't ride like you should. So this moto I wanted to get out front and clean track in front of me, not eat so much sand and dust, and just pull a good lead.
Second 250 moto recap, Morgan and Lange, of course. Craig lets Waugh by for 3rd, but how about Dubé? Works his way all the way up to 6th. Holland and Gonzalez round out 8-9.
Although the competition in terms of the battling wasn't tight, how are you handling them just riding on your own, almost riding the track?
You know, I felt good. I just wanted to ride my own race. Tommy was telling me to focus. He was giving me some pointers on the track, and you know, my Richmond Gal and Etney Spy bike is just working wicked.
Hey, don't go away, race fans. We'll be right back with the race day wrap-up here from Tuque.
But I was not pushing, I was not taking any chances. Some corners were really slick, so those corners I was kind of sitting down and slowing down a little bit. The past 2 weeks in Quebec it's been really, really hot, so been riding every day like usual, and yeah, I was used to that weather, but you know, this one was a hot one.
Ooh, it's a hot one, you better believe it. Okay, 125 points after 3 rounds. Simon Homans with the clean sweep. He moves into 1st. Mesley in 2nd, and Woods with a great day in 4th.
Into the 250s, Waugh maintains his stranglehold on the lead. Hey, 3 Canadians. Looks like one of them will be poised for the $5,000 Inside Motorcycles bonus.